Hi Scorpio, welcome to your 2017-2018 astrology forecast. In February, there is a Leo lunar eclipse, bringing the action to your destiny in the world, your profession in the world, your reputation in the world. And you could be recognized for some accomplishment. And this Leo lunar eclipse in this part of your life is forming a grand fire trine to Uranus and Aries in the area of work, to Saturn and Sagittarius in the area of self-esteem, self-appreciation, self-worth, money. And so there's something amazing happening here for you starting in February that could be quite remarkable. The eclipses are moving from Virgo and Pisces to Leo, Aquarius. And with that energy being moved over to the area of your foundation, as well as the area of what you do in the world, your destiny in the world, these are doorways into your future, doorways into new opportunities. For some of you, you may move in 2017 or 2018. These eclipses, starting in February, will continue through 2018. And they are very significant when they happen in this part of someone's life. I find from my experience that people do get promotions, move into new job opportunities, start a new business that's very successful. So, and I love this Leo lunar eclipse, and then there's going to be a total solar eclipse in Leo on August 22nd. Both are being grand trined by Saturn and Uranus. This is fantastic. The last time there was a Leo lunar eclipse in this area of your life was August 11th, 1999. What was going on with you back then? That one had a grand square off of it, which was very challenging. Saturn was squaring it. Uranus was opposing it. Mars was squaring it. Mars and Saturn were, Mars was in Scorpio, opposing Saturn and Taurus, and they were squaring the Leo lunar eclipse. So this one coming up in February, and then the total solar eclipse in August, it's trining. So this one's going to be much easier to manage, as well as for you bringing supportive opportunities in this area of your destiny in the world and the work that you do, and attracting greater abundance and lasting success. So this eclipse in August, and there'll be a lot of hype around it because it's a total solar eclipse, is going to be much more favorable for you and lucrative, productive, doors opening. So it's a very exciting year for you. It is a year for you to focus on, what do I love and value? What really matters to me? Saturn is in that area with you. When Saturn was in Scorpio, he was saying to you, who are you? Doesn't matter who you've been, but who are you now? You were redefining yourself when Saturn was in Scorpio. Then when Saturn went into Sagittarius, and this whole time he's been in Sagittarius, he's been asking you, what are you? What is important to you? What do you love and value? What matters to you? And as we move through life, those can change. Our values can change, or what's important to us can change. Who we are can change. And so you're still in that energy of really not only redefining, but really looking at what matters to me. What am I? Who am I? What empowers my self-worth? What empowers my self-respect, my self-appreciation? How are you using your resources, your inner resources, your outer resources? Then December 21st, Saturn is going to move into Capricorn. And that's where he'll start rewiring your brain. So it will become, what do I think? And you'll be working on your communication skills, your style of listening, your style of speaking. And that is equally as important as who you are, and then what you think. It's easier with him in Capricorn because he'll be sextiling any planets you have in Scorpio. Although in Sagittarius, it's not irritating anything because Sagittarius is your next door neighbor. And he's not, touching your planets in Scorpio. So it's actually a relief having him in Sagittarius. It's just that when he steps into Capricorn, December 21st, 2017, and then all of 2018, 2019, he will be sextiling your planets in Scorpio, creating opportunity because of the work you've been doing by defining who you are and what you want and what you think, to use that energy to get published, to write, to speak, to communicate, to move, to travel, to do the things you want to do. Now, as you go into 2017, Mercury is retrograde till the 8th. Then there's this giant window of opportunity from the 8th of January to February 6th, where all the planets are direct. This is fantastic because anything you start during that time period, new business, new job, new relationship, you move, whatever you do, you can have the wind in your sails. You can be riding the wave, and the wave will take you where you want to go because all the planets are direct, and that's a giant green light from the universe. It's the cosmic, Simon says, go! And so you can fly forward with whatever you're doing, whatever you're planning, whatever you got cooking up, launch during that time period. Now, Venus is going to retrograde March 4th through April 15th. This is a natural occurrence. Venus retrogrades every 18 months. The last one was in Leo in 2015. This one is in Aries. This will be your opportunity to look at your daily routine, your lifestyle. Do you need to change things here? Do you need to change your hours of work? Do you need more time for yourself? Do you need to build in more vacation time? Do you need to change where you work? Do you need to change how you get to work? It's amazing how we can make just tiny adjustments, and it can make our lives so much better. So Venus wants you to reevaluate your health habits, your work habits, your lifestyle, and see what changes you can make so that you are feeling great. That rhymes. See what changes you can make so that you are feeling great. Oh, all right, so, and Mercury's going to retrograde during that time period too. Well, he retrogrades in April, and that will be in Taurus, April 9th through May 3rd. And that will be a double check on relationships. Now, Venus is the goddess of relationships, so it is important to look at relationships even when she's in another part of your life. Actually, she's in an easier part if you get to choose on retrogrades. Being in the work area is easier than dealing with it in the relationship area. So, but Mercury retrogrades in that area. So you want to make sure you're communicating well with everyone in the area of work and personal life. That everyone is on the same page, because when Mercury goes retrograde and then you add a Venus retrograde in there, I can just see the misunderstandings, because the reverse energy makes it more difficult to communicate effectively. Get that email, get that phone call, get that message, get that delivery, right? Oh, I was supposed to deliver today? Oh, really? And so just be aware. Now, this is a general overview, and when we get to the monthlies, I will go into detail about the retrogrades. It's just good to know that during that March-April time period, it could get a little hairy in here, a little difficult with other people communicating effectively with you, as well as them, receiving, the right communication from you. So just make sure everybody's on the same page. And especially in the work focus, is make sure that your colleagues are getting everything they need from you, or your clients, your customers are they getting the emails, the phone calls, whatever they need from you. Don't assume everything is right, just because it says it. Just because it's printed doesn't mean it's true. It'll be good practice to double check. Did you get that delivery? Did you get that email? Did you get that phone call? Did you get that appointment? And that way it will, any headaches you can avoid, which is really important. Another thing too with the Venus retrograde is you want to make sure that you're not hanging on to someone from your past, because it can, Venus retrograde can bring people back from the past. For you it has more to do with work relationships, or somebody you're working with. And just make sure that it's not getting in the way of you meeting someone great here and now. And the here and now, right, is that you don't want to be hanging on to, the past. You want to be present for the new opportunities that are coming into your life now, right? And so just be aware of that, is you want to be very present in your life and not stuck in the past, right? Water signs are the most challenged for moving forward emotionally. The water rules the emotion, and especially Scorpio, is that you guys can stay in things too long, some of you, and that you can hang on to someone that is from the past that isn't part of your future. And so you want to be here now, so that you're available to the opportunities that are being presented to you 2017, 2018. Now the final Pisces eclipse is on February 26th. So you've got, big activity going on in February in regards to career success, career promotion, career advancement, whether you own the business or work for a company. You're being promoted. You're moving up. Then you have that final solar eclipse in the area of true love and romance, creative self-expression. And then starting in August, it moves to career again, achievement in the world, as well as, where you live, who you live with, and is it time to move? Is it time to get a bigger house? Because you got a big promotion with big money, bigger house. And is it time for that as well? And then the North Node is moving into Leo on May 10th, South Node in Aquarius. So for you, it's all about what you're doing in the world. Scorpio, it is all about focusing on your destiny in the world, your achievement in the world, your reputation in the world. It's so exciting because these Leo eclipses are grand trine by Saturn in your money house and Uranus in your work house, all shooting up through how you present yourself in the world, your destiny in the world. So whatever Venus is doing or Mercury's doing, it's all to support you and your presence in the world, your reputation in the world, your destiny in the world. You're moving up big time. And so now, what else is happening for you is Jupiter moves into your sign in October. Mark this date, October 10th, 2017. Jupiter enters Scorpio. We all wait 12 years for Jupiter to come into our sign. It is the luckiest, most beneficial energy you can experience. And having him in your sign in October, November, December, and then most of 2018 is another sign that Scorpio, it is going your way, I mean, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, opportunity. He opens the doors to your goals, your hopes and wishes. Whatever you desire, he can make it happen for you. And you do it simply by attracting, so you can attract great people into your life. You can attract your soulmate, whatever your heart is desiring. You could attract your spouse, your partner, if you want to get married. It's also a fabulous energy for personal development, personal growth, really coming to understand yourself, knowing yourself. And there's nothing better than self-knowledge because it helps us to just kind of chill out and relax into, hey, this is who I am. I like me. And bringing opportunity. And even though he's in Libra for most of the year, he is in positive energy flow with Saturn, and he is opposing Uranus, and also part of the Leo eclipse is, again, opportunity for you to move up in whatever you're doing. And, for those of you that don't have, big careers or want to move up in career, it could be like you marry the greatest gal or guy on the planet, or you are noticed for, the volunteer work you do, or, just being acknowledged for who you are by those in the world. Just being in the community, because it's also the area of your unique individual contribution to the world as an individual. I know as Americans, many of us are workaholics, so we always associate with our work. What do you do? What do you do? We never say to anybody, who are you? Tell me about yourself. It's always, what do you do? And so for those that are lucky enough, they don't have to work, they have, family money, or they work the stock market or whatever they do. You are not what you do, you are you. And so it could be that, where you're just feeling really good about who you are and moving about the planet and, showing up in any part of the world you show up in, that it's awesome. And so, Jupiter is working behind the scenes until he steps into your sign, but he's still working for you. It's just not as visible. But he's working through the other planets. He's working through Saturn. He's working through Uranus. He's working through the eclipses. And then he steps into your sign. And it's showtime, because then it's all about you. And Jupiter is expanding you. And he is bringing opportunity for you. Opportunity to travel. Opportunity to teach. Opportunity to go to school. Opportunity to work with great people. Opportunity for love. Opportunity to spiritually expand. Scorpio is a deep sign. It is about death and rebirth, the phoenix rising from the ashes. And so it is about all of us going deeper, all of us recreating ourselves, all of us being who we really are, both our shadow and our light. That is who we are. And so it's so exciting. I love this year for you. I love 2018 for you, because as Uranus, in 2018, May of 2018, Uranus is going to move into Taurus, and Saturn moves into Capricorn, and they're still trining each other. So they move from the spiritual fires of Sagittarius and Aries into the earth, the physical, the tangible, money, manifestation, Taurus, Capricorn. And so you can find that you are using social media, you are using your speaking skills, your writing skills, your communication skills to build your audience, to build your public, to build your relationships. And Jupiter will be involved in it as well, getting you published. And the eclipses are still going on in 2018 with you in the area of your destiny in the world. So for some of you, you could become famous during this time period. You could find that you've been working on something for a long time, and then all of a sudden the spotlight's on you, and everyone's everyone's watching to see what you can do. They will be when Jupiter's in your sign, and especially with these eclipses, because the Leo and the Aquarius are still going on in 2018. And so your career is expanding, doorways are opening, and opportunities are being brought to you. And it is going to be waking up all your Scorpio, because with Uranus moving in that area of Taurus, opposing your Scorpio, that's going to be waking you up so that you will be, standing for yourself. This is what I believe. This is what I think. This is how I feel. And, it's exciting. It is, pouring electrical energy into your planets in Scorpio. Uranus will be, when he gets to Taurus in May of 2018, and Saturn will be supporting you, because Saturn will be in Capricorn sextiling you. And that is about opportunity to speak your truth, to carry your message far and wide. Here's why we need to do what we need to do. Here's why I believe what I believe. Here's why I think what I think. And this is a year like 2017, take your time with that Jupiter in your area of working behind the scenes. Finish unfinished business. Finish projects that need completion. Because by the end of the year, it will be showtime. It's going to be showtime starting in February. Because that eclipse is going to wake up that area of your life. And you're going to find that those in authority are calling upon you, they are promoting you, they're going to give you authority, they're going to put you in a position of authority or greater authority, and you have to perform. You have to be ready for career success. You don't want to get ready, you want to be ready. It is so exciting what's happening in here for you. And Jupiter is going to be challenged by Pluto, or Jupiter is challenging Pluto, your ruling planet. That starts in November 2016, and it's on through August 2017. With that, you want to communicate in a way that doesn't push people away, because with Jupiter challenging Pluto like this, we can feel like, my way or the highway, I'm so right about everything. And that can just with other people can just be like, okay, resistance. And so whatever you're doing, and if you're feeling that fire, that passion, like, I'm just gonna go ahead, make the win-win with people, create the win-win with others. Include them in your plans. Here's why we need to do it this way. Here's why I'm so passionate about what I'm doing. Here's why I think we need to do it this way. That way others will feel included and not feel that you've, gone off the rails with some obsession, because Jupiter Pluto can create obsession where we're just like, I have an idea and it's going to be this way, and my way or the highway, that always, scares people. And so be aware that you're going to have this powerful energy with Jupiter and Pluto calling up your fire, calling up your power. And that's okay. It's just that you want to make sure you're communicating with others in a proactive way. Hey guys, this is why we're going to do it this way. Because, and then give them your logic as to why you're doing what you're doing. And then they'll be on Team Scorpio instead of stepping back. They'll be, okay, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Let's do it that way. So you're going to have a lot of energy, a lot of power, and you want to use that power for your highest good and the highest good of all concerned. So for those of you open for love, it's still on going in here first part of the year. And with that Venus moving back, you could also be entertaining someone from your past, or you could be, entertaining someone that you work with, that you've been with before, and now you're, I don't know, maybe, settling something with each other, or coming to a new understanding with each other. And so, I'm really seeing the big focus in your work and your career. Now, that doesn't mean love isn't happening. I'm just seeing such a really big focus on whatever you're doing and what you're doing in the world as being very significant for you and society, and that the universe is calling you to something to do that's really important for you. And yes, relationships are always, something there for you to look at and be with. So, as I go into the monthlies, I'll see more of that happening, as I take a deeper look. This is a wide view I'm looking at, 2017, 2018. I see a big focus on you. I'm seeing a big move up in the career and career success, career achievement. For those of you coupled, I'm not seeing any challenges in that area of love and partnership. And, when that Venus retrogrades, it will be an opportunity to, really see what your partner needs from you or what you need from your partner and how you can work together to create that beautiful relationship, create that love that fulfills you. Career is off the charts over the next couple of years. It is going to be something to remember. I mean, you're going to be looking back at this time and going, wow, I have really made some important forward movement in the area of my achievement in the world, my success in the world, and I am so excited. Spiritually, Jupiter is working with you, and so it's just about taking that time to meditate, to ground, to listen, to receive, to hear the divine calling, to hear what Source is saying to you, is it's really important now. It's super important for you to be listening because you're being called to action, you're being called, and the call compels the answer. Health, Venus is also saying, hey, how you doing? Is it time to purify your diet? Is it time to drink more water? Do you need to do a cleanse? You will be looking at that during that Venus retrograde cycle. But overall, Scorpio, the next 2 years for you are like amazing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my videos. Scorpio, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology for 2017, 2018, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section or up in the cards. You go to my astrology page, you purchase consultation upon checkout, you get a link to my schedule, and we're working together. So until next time, Scorpio, be ready. Success is yours.